9 News, and these are the headlines. The President of the Republic extends his best wishes to the Algerian people on the occasion of the blessed month of Ramadan, indicating that Algeria has implemented its commitments towards the citizen. On this first day of Ramadan, markets across the national territory are meeting the needs of citizens regarding essential goods, so they can all enjoy the spirit of this blessed month. And with an aim to strengthen solidarity between Algeria and Niger, humanitarian aid has arrived to the neighboring capital through 3 aircrafts belonging to the PNA's Air Force. We end today's edition with the Palestinian people who are welcoming this month amid the rubble. Well, welcome back everyone to our first midnight news during the holy month of Ramadan, a time of reflection, sharing and solidarity as Algerians embrace it in peace and devotion. Marking the occasion, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, addressed the nation, extending his best wishes while emphasizing that Algeria welcomes the holy month in an atmosphere of security and stability. Let's have a listen to the President.
يسعدني بمناسبة حلول شهر رمضان المبارك للسنة الهجرية 1446 أن أتوجه إليكم وإليكن بأسمى آيات التهاني والتبريكات وخالص الأمنيات. نستقبل هذا الشهر الكريم بما يحمله من نفحات إيمانية تدفعنا إلى تعزيز روح الأخوة والتضامن المتجذرين في المجتمع الجزائري الذي ينعم اليوم بنعمة الأمن والاستقرار.
And the President stressed that Algeria has made a significant leap in realizing its commitments and achievements thanks to the efforts of its people.
أن بلادنا تمكنت بسواعد أبنائها وبناتها من تحقيق قفزة نوعية في تجسيد الالتزامات والإنجازات ذات الأثر المباشر على المواطن مع حماية للقدرة الشرائية والحرص الصارم على مواصلة مكافحة كل أشكال المضاربة والعبث بقوت الجزائريين والجزائريات.
The President of the Republic also extended his greetings to the national community abroad and to the brotherly Palestinian people, praying for an end to their suffering and for wings to be united.
كما لا يفوتني بهذه المناسبة العطرة أن أتوجه إلى أبنائنا وبناتنا في المهجر بخالص التهاني وراجيا من المولى عز وجل أن يتقبل منهم الصيام والقيام دون أن ننسى أشقاءنا في فلسطين الجريحة بالدعاء لهم أن يسهل الله ظروفهم ويرفع عنهم المعاناة وأن يوحد صفوفهم. صح صيامكم، رمضان كريم، وكل عام وأنتم بخير. تحية الجزائر والمجد والخلود لشهدائنا الأبرار.
In compliance with the instructions of the President of the Republic, the 3 aircrafts belonging to the Air Forces of the PNA carrying humanitarian aid have arrived in Niger in an action that reflects the country's constant commitment to supporting its neighbors. Najataya reports.
On the occasion of the blessed Ramadan, the People's National Army Air Forces have prepared 3 airplanes loaded with humanitarian aid, including essential food supplies for delivery to Niger.
The operation, which was carried out following the instructions of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, bears witness to the spirit of solidarity between Algeria and Niger, a brotherly country. The aid consists mainly on foodstuffs loaded into 3 aircraft belonging to the Army's National Air Forces.
The humanitarian aid was first transported to the Ministry of Solidarity's headquarters in Niamey after its arrival in Niger. Earlier, it had been received by Algerian Ambassador and Niger's ministers of solidarity and transport. This aid testifies to the strength of the fraternal ties between two neighboring and friendly countries, reinforcing mutual aid and solidarity during this blessed month. It's not the first time that Algeria has undertaken this type of initiative, a laudable tradition that it continues to uphold. As part of Algeria's tradition of fostering brotherhood and solidarity with the neighboring countries, this humanitarian aid was sent in honor of the blessed month of Ramadan.
Always with the vibes of Ramadan, factories and markets across Algeria are in full swing for this month. From Sétif to Algiers and Biskra, businesses and producers are stepping up to meet the demand and ensure a smooth, blessed month for all.
The workers of this factory in Sétif are working hard to meet the growing demand of customers during this month of Ramadan, an approach that most mass consumption product factories have adopted. All sectors of our company have been ready for over a month to ensure a strong presence in the national market this Ramadan. This company has been working tirelessly for several months in preparation for Ramadan. We have stocked up on raw materials and our product is in high demand on the market. In Algiers, local markets are being stormed by citizens. Shopkeepers have made sure to restock their supplies to be fully prepared for Ramadan.
We have prepared well to welcome customers in the best possible conditions. Everything is available here. I prefer to do my shopping daily. I usually go out the day prior to buy whatever I'm missing.
The same atmosphere prevails in Biskra, where local authorities have set up a system allowing customers to buy directly from producers.
This is a great initiative for us. Expenses are high during Ramadan, but prices here are affordable. 22 producers are participating with us, and we have set up 10 other markets like this one across the entire province.
A measure that helps preserve citizens' purchasing power and allows them to begin the blessed month under the best conditions.
And with simplified customs procedures, our national community abroad are coming back to their homeland to spend the holy month of Ramadan with their families. Case in point tonight is the Oman port, witnessing an increased flow. Najah Tayyar has the details.
Over 300 Algerian passengers living abroad have arrived to spend the blessed month with their families, and their ship coming from Almeria in Spain has just docked at the port of Oran.
I'm very happy to be here to fast with my family. This is my second Ramadan here in Algeria. Our country is wonderful. We didn't realize the real value of Algeria until we left it. We've opened an exchange office to make things easier for travelers, and we've also set up a green corridor for families to make transit easier for them, as well as measures to help people with special needs.
The passengers now can even complete their formalities remotely, easily and quickly, and that is through the Alsace digital platform.
The passengers can access the Alsace app from abroad or on board the ship and finish the travel formalities in just 5 to 10 minutes. Thanks to Alsace, we've started our travel arrangements on the road. It was quick. We're just waiting for our paper to be ready. This procedure allows travelers to clear customs easily and reduce queues.
All facilities are granted to improve travel conditions for our compatriots.
Welcoming 4 ships per week from various Mediterranean countries, the port of Oran reserves took way specifically for these travelers.
And the Algerian Red Crescent, with its port of mobile operator Mobilis, is setting up an iftar tent throughout the holy month of Ramadan for fasting travelers, which is located in the capital. This marks the second such initiative following the first held last year. The General Director of Communication at the Presidency of the Republic extended its sincere condolences and deep sympathy to the family of Al-Masa journalist Huda Nadir, who passed away on Friday at the age of 58 after a long illness. In its message of condolence, the director prayed for Allah's mercy upon her soul and strength for her loved ones, emphasizing that her passing occurred on blessed days. To Allah we belong, and to Him we shall return. For his part, the Minister of Communication extends his deepest condolences and sympathy to the family of the late and to the entire media community, praying that the Almighty Allah grants her His vast mercy and forgiveness and brings patience and comfort to her loved ones. Amid political and social turmoil, France deflects attention by escalating tensions with Algeria between racist provocations using immigration and the rise of the far right. Paris seems trapped in a spiral where political distractions are overshadowing the real issues. Melissa Lila Balaman.
Is France losing its way, attacking those who have moved on instead of confronting its own decline? This question looms over a nation where racist elites escalate provocations against Algeria, using distortions and falsehoods to distract from their own failures.
Les Françaises et les Français aujourd'hui sont en colère.
Anger is rising in our country. The French people are angry today, and rather than addressing the problems of the French and sharing wealth, they prefer to insult Algeria. They prefer to blame Muslims and foreigners and resort to this old method of racism.
Cette vieille méthode du racisme.
In the latest episode, targeting high-ranking Algerian officials as Paris openly intertwines its immigration policies with tensions towards Algeria.
Je veux parler de ce qui se passe avec l'Algérie.
I want to talk about what is happening with Algeria. This Wednesday, the government is holding an interministerial seminar on immigration, with François Bayrou already announcing that strong measures will be taken, particularly targeting Algeria. They plan to freeze visa access for high-ranking Algerian officials. Where does this come from? For months now, we've seen provocations and rising tensions, from the controversy surrounding Algerian influencers to the actions of Rotaillot himself, the Minister of the Interior, who, like during colonial times, believes he controls relations with Algeria, but the 132 years of colonization are over.
Je crois que le ministre de l'Intérieur est celui qui régit les relations avec l'Algérie, alors que les 132 ans de colonisation sont finis dans ce pays.
France is thus subjecting its relations with Algeria to an internal agenda in which Algiers has no part, applying the Overton window strategy, pushing extreme rhetoric until the public normalizes it.
Bruno Retailleau.
By embracing far-right ideas, Bruno Retailleau is not necessarily weakening the national rally, as you suggested. Rather, what I fear is that he is normalizing far-right ideology among voters who have not yet fully shifted in that direction.
L'extrême droite dans un électorat qui, pour l'instant, n'a pas complètement basculé à l'extrême droite.
Meanwhile, a vengeful far-right, nostalgic for a colonial past long gone, ignores that an interior French minister has no say in diplomacy beyond his assigned functions.
Ministre de l'Intérieur.
Do you think it's normal for the Minister of the Interior to speak about Franco-Algerian relations? He doesn't stop there. He keeps flexing his muscles, warning, just wait and see, when in reality, nothing will happen. Today, Algeria needs France less than France needs Algeria.
La France que l'inverse.
Amid state-level confusion and chaos, the far-right tightens its grip, infiltrating decision-making structures and dragging Paris closer to the edge. The far-right is the greatest ignored threat in Europe today. The latest UN Global Index recorded a 320% rise in far-right terrorism. Elsewhere, such warning signs would have triggered drastic action. Yet, instead of addressing real issues, France's leadership indulges in scapegoating, abandoning its citizens in favor of a dangerous, reckless game that might sink the so-called City of Lights in a dark abyss.
Tonight, always, we also delve into shocking allegations against the Moroccan regime. Scandals involving espionage, support for terrorism and drug trafficking are just the tip of the iceberg. Melissa Kibash explains.
From espionage by using Pegasus, blackmail, support for terrorist groups, to involvement in cross-border drug trafficking, the Makhzen has always resorted to these acts. Journalists, activists and political analysts have broken their silence and stated shocking revelations.
Among the victims of this app is the head of the government, Pedro Sanchez, as well as some of his ministers. Therefore, this file won't be closed easily.
In addition to all these dishonest tactics, the Makhzen also seeks to distort reality and manipulate international opinion through disinformation and intimidation practices that showcases a failing regime.
Through the statements of Morocco, which are out of context, against the Spanish sovereignty and the use of the illegal migration card, to the exploitation of the Parsley Island for several years, the postponement of the opening of the borders, in addition to spying on the phones of members of the government.
Morocco has spied on journalists and prominent political figures and even members of the government via the Pegasus app. As for the last colony in Africa, the Makhzen strategy is maintaining a deceptive narrative through media disinformation campaigns, which conceals the systematic plundering of the region's natural resources and their illegal export to numerous countries.
Dominating Western Sahara doesn't only mean controlling phosphate, but oil and gas as well. Morocco is very interested in controlling the geopoliticals of the region and its economic resources.
The Makhzen is only exposing its true nature while its own people are struggling to survive. These shocking revelations are only worsening the situation that can no longer be ignored.
And the blessed month of Ramadan arrives amid a backdrop of profound hardship for the Palestinian people. Countless families have endured the devastation loss of homes and loved ones. Reported by our correspondent Wissam Bouzaid, taken up by Melissa Kapash.
Faced with displacement, the restrictions imposed by the Zionist entity hindering the entry of essential goods, the constant worry for their well-being and the absence of familiar comfort, Palestinians rooted in their ancestral land remain steadfast in their commitment to practice their faith.
We can't buy anything, we have nothing, everyone is very sad. How can I welcome Ramadan as a displaced person? From living in a home, I now live in a tent. How can I welcome Ramadan jobless? We would love to spend Ramadan to enjoy feasts. We want a life.
Despite all these overwhelming trials and with the rubble of their former lives, the Palestinian people will seek moments of spiritual reflection, community and shared hope that defines this blessed month, as their resilience serves as a powerful evidence for their profound connection to their land.
And that was it for today's news. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.